I just got into the hospital and I said epidural, epidural, epidural.
Why do you think we as Black African women, we don't talk about it enough?
I think that pregnancy, womanhood in general, there's a lot of secrecy, even from your period. It's, you can't say period, you say anti-flu, or you say, your visitor, or you say, it's a lot of nonsense really, but around, just...
People have different experiences. Some people, I think Toolz spoke about it, some women have had, they're trying to conceive, they've been trying for a long time, and then when they get pregnant, obviously they don't want to tell anybody. Superstitious and some spiritual. So people have different personal reasons, which I think should be respected. Some people hide their pregnancy because they want to. It is their business. Whatever you want to do, you do you. But I feel like exposing it or not exposing it, what would be. Some people have tried to conceive, so they just hide their pregnancy and everything, which is understandable for them. Some women have had miscarriages and they're trying, this time around. Okay, so for the miscarriage, some people have different opinions, so they don't want to come out pregnant. And then when they're not pregnant, people are still saying, congratulations, I know you're pregnant, and they've lost the baby, which is really sad. So they have to start explaining and announcing to everyone that they have lost the baby, which is really sad. I can understand that too. But then some just don't have any reason. They just don't want to. Their mother said, don't tell anybody, or those kind of things. And obviously online, they'll be coming online usually normally, and then all of a sudden when they get pregnant, then you can't see them online again. Well, it is their business. I don't think there's anything wrong with this. But the fact that someone will ask you some questions and then you're lying to them and saying, no, Hebrew woman, I was just fantastic. Pregnancy was just, it's just pregnancy is pregnancy. There's no harm in saying pregnancy was hard. If delivery was hard, there's no harm in saying delivery was hard. It doesn't make you not see. Hebrew women, if they had epidural, they would have used it. Delivering via cesarean section, vaginal delivery, forceps delivery, instrumental delivery, medicated delivery, epidural, spinal, doesn't make you less of a woman. Yes, then trying to get pregnant, having miscarriages, struggling with PCOS and all doesn't make you less of a woman or less of a mother. So just remember that and don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Got into the hospital and I said epidural, epidural, epidural. Looking at that, was like my birth partner said, Lara, let's not pay for this epidural. Let's enjoy life with this money after delivery. I looked at her like, epidural. She's like, this, you'd have just delivered fast. We'll just use this money to, go about town. I said, I'm not doing. Women choose to be unmedicated for personal reasons and all. But sister, if you have opportunity to reduce the pain, they don't pay you for pain. Your child doesn't love you less if you don't go through the same. Because epidural is not easy too, because some people say experience back pain, and also if you think it would work for you or you think that that's the best for you, try it out. So breastfeeding was like very easy because there was a lot of breast milk. I just expressed and it's full again. So there was breast milk every time. So I was expressing away, except that the first few weeks I was in so much pain. I was lactating a lot. And then I was having breast engorgement, I had cracked nipples, bleeding nipples, and this baby will continue to suck on it. And I was trying to express it. It was so painful. When I told my mom, and my mom said, it's really bad. I'm like, so you experienced that? You never spoke about it. It's one of those things. They feel like it's just normal. So they would never tell it to you. And you have to eventually ask them. Even sometimes, if you don't ask, they will just keep quiet. At least if I knew, I had an idea. Like now, I have an idea. I know what to kind of do to reduce it. I used the cream, the nipple cream. I was using it every time, and it got better. But it was a painful experience, and I knew the baby had to continue feeding. There was a point that I knew the baby was sucking almost the bloody part. What I did was I had to stop breastfeeding and continued expressing to make the breast relaxed a little and it helped. Like I stopped feeding directly on one and then let it heal a little bit before then it worked, and I was doing some hot compress, and it was actually one of the best times in the whole pregnancy, delivery. It reminds me, I don't know why I never thought about it, or no one had ever spoken about it to me. The first pull. Oh, I'm dead. The first pull for me was the hardest. I think it was harder than delivering. I was having constipation. One of the things pregnancy can cause. My anti-sickness medication, the side effect is constipation. I had a bit of hemorrhoid. Hemorrhoid is another thing. Some people don't tell you. Could I push it in? Yeah, I could. So it was like grade 2. I bed down completely, stood up, did everything. This sounds very nasty. And after it was fine. Some women have it out completely, like my friend had, and it was painful for her. Women go through shit.
There were times I would be online for like 8 hours just searching. So I was just like, you know what, I think it's part of my responsibility to actually come out and say, look, this is what happened to me, and look, I have 2, healthy children.
She was talking here about the miscarriage she went through when with her first pregnancy. Pregnancy is different. Yeah.
Everybody's, delivery experience is different. So what happened to this person might not happen to
you
and stuff. But
each pregnancy is different.
Exactly, each pregnancy is different, and I feel like it just helps you mentally prepare yourself. So just in case this happens.
Exactly. Having known that this person went through this, also this is what I'm going through. This person tried this and it worked. That can actually help you. It can save somebody some pain, it could help a little bit. Yeah, it could help. It could. I'm not saying then you'll be all right just by somebody has spoken about it before and then you'll be fine. But it would help. It would go a long way to help the person feel like, I'm not the only one going through this.
My gosh, this same doctor, he almost killed somebody that I knew.
Oh God.
So should I name? I'm not gonna name.
No.
But he almost killed. So basically, she had. I think she was O negative. Mm-hmm. There's this condition. It's either if you're O negative
something
or O
about
positive.
Your rhesus factor,
yes.
Something.
And all it takes is, so when they know your blood type, when you're pregnant, you do so many blood tests. Mm-hmm. So when they know your blood type, they're actually supposed to give you an injection so your body doesn't fight the baby as though it's like an infection or something. And this guy didn't give her the injection. And then she kept feeling sick. She was very, very sick. Went her properly. They were like, your organs are shutting down. She ended up traveling to the States.
I went forward. Alright, so for the rhesus disease, so with this actually, I'm not sure if that's what the person most likely had like rhesus negative blood and all, but I'm not sure if that's what caused this woman to have the symptoms that Toolz was talking about. But it's really dangerous for the child because most times your antibody, so what happens is the mom has negative that's the so you're A positive, A negative, O positive, O negative. So the negative bits, so if people that have negative bits of it, when they get pregnant, it doesn't matter what the pregnancy ended up as in a miscarriage, an abortion, whatever it is, if they get pregnant, all right. So the first time what happens is that child, especially if dad is positive, so antibodies are produced from the first pregnancy. So when the antibodies are produced, like antibodies produced, so the next pregnancy, what happens is it would fight against the pregnancy because the woman's body already has the antibody that's been produced before. So there is an injection to take so it doesn't happen. So some women will get pregnant and the child will die, or something will happen, or there'll be disease of newborn, there's like jaundice and everything because of the antibody. So we give the injection to help with the antibody that has been produced. Do you get? So most times if you're negative, you've been pregnant for, you've not been pregnant for, it's just safe to take the injection. So it's really dangerous. What she said, actually, she's correct. the obstetricians know what they do or the regimen to give. But if that's not done, then this is really dangerous. And I lost my tummy like very fast. This is one of the things I spoke about here. So my tummy was kind of full, and then it went down. It looked like I lost weight. Not like lost weight, I didn't really gain so much weight in that pregnancy, but it looked like everything just was coming back to normal. I know. And then after 2 weeks or I just started pumping up, like I started looking really full. I know we had the newborn photo shoot, and I was like, all of a sudden it just felt like I had fluid collection in my system, which wasn't there after delivery. After some days of delivery, it wasn't there, and then it just happened where the fluid just redistributed everywhere on my face. My feet did not swell. My feet never swell up. If your swelling is excessive, go to the hospital, get your blood pressure checked, get your protein in your urine checked. All right. So then I just looked very chubby after a couple of weeks. Then my mom was saying it's because she did not do the hot water thing. I just didn't want to do that hot water thing. I did it a little, but she said because she did not press me hard, like African mom, So that's what I experienced postpartum. I know I must have missed a lot of things in this video. I tried to use Gbemi and Toolz video to guide me through not to forget stuff, but
can you do like a day or two after? No.
So here we're talking about sex after delivery.
So after you have a baby, whether you have a vaginal birth or a C-section, you bleed. You bleed for quite a while. You bleed for quite a while, and then obviously because of everything going on, the risk of infection, you're actually not supposed to have sex for about 6 weeks.
Yeah. So they write about the whole sexual intercourse thing. I know women, some of them have sexual intercourse like earlier than 6 weeks. So in my experience, what happened was, so the baby was quite small, not that big, just normal, like small, 2.7 kilograms. But at the time baby was coming out, like just at that minute, the doctor got slightly worried because she was having bradycardia, some slow, not breathing, bradycardia, heartbeats. All right, so slow heartbeats. So she had to quickly get the baby out. So she gave me a small cut, actually, episiotomy, so that she had to sew it back. So that had to heal. So those kind of things, imagine you have a tear, you had episiotomy, that's like sewing back the episiotomy or your tear, you have to heal. So imagine such a thing, and then you go back home and then it tears again because you've gone to have early sexual intercourse. So I think the obstetricians advise and midwives advise 6 weeks. I saw on one blog where, was it not a blog? But it was on Instagram. There's a page, Miss Ashoibi. She's bringing out like different stuff online, and then some women were talking about resuming sexual intercourse, and then there were some men that almost forced it on their wives like a few days after. I don't even want to remember it because it was really, I couldn't go through when I just read one or two, I just could not read more. It was so hard to read where men forced it. I just cannot believe it.
Remember, have you ever
This Toolz there, she's very.
Have you ever done it with a baby in the room? That's it.
I'm not going to discuss that part with you. She's actually a very naughty person. Like what she says sometimes, I just start to laugh.
What's going on? Put her away. Put her somewhere. No, because
my husband actually asked me this, like, is it right to do? And I said, I don't know. I'm not going to talk about it. I've successfully finished my makeup. So I think I've gone through a lot of points, but I'm sure there's more stuff to talk about. There's like the back pain. There's a lot more. If I continue the video, it would not end in one day. So yes, if you remember anything that I've missed or anything you want to talk about, like just point out, or any observations, anything you think I must have said maybe wrongly, in your opinion or anything, please put it in the comment section. Any questions you want to ask me, or you remember something. If I remember anything I have missed, I'm sure I've missed like a lot of stuff that when I step out now, I would start to remember. Then I would also put it in the comment. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for going with me. It was so hard, guys, to do makeup and do this video. I had to stop to put complete the makeup, and I hope I did. Over 10, I'll give myself a 6. I tried, didn't I? I tried a little bit. As I'm not a professional, but I think it looks all right. Even if I say so myself, this looks fine. Yeah, it will look nice in the picture. That's the most important thing. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you very much. Once again, to say it again, if you're trying to conceive, if you're trying to conceive, don't worry, it would come. It would come. Just do all the right things, do the things that you're trying out, all the help you're trying to get. It would eventually come. Continue to pray to God. God hasn't forgotten you. Your time is coming very, very, very soon. And then for people that are pregnant, I wish you safe delivery. The people that are looking to get pregnant in future, I wish you the best pregnancy. And then for the guys that don't want to get pregnant anymore and like, Lara, stop talking about pregnancy to me. I wish you whatever you wish yourself. Thank you very much for watching. I love you all. Bye. This is going to be a long video. Just to let you know.